Hello, it's Wolf from Tesla Owners US, and I have a special thing in mind with my Model X steering wheel. And I finally find someone who can do something with it, and that's what I'm going to show you after the intro.
I pressed insane. I went insane.
So what I have in mind with the steering wheel is I found someone, a settler, who can change that steering wheel. So I changed it before because that steering wheel comes in leather because it's a heated steering wheel, and I think that the vegan leather cannot accommodate a heated steering wheel. And when I ordered that was originally leather, and then they changed it into a vegan leather. And that's what I'm gonna do with someone, but I have something else in mind, and that's what I'm gonna show you. What I want to do is I want to change that steering wheel so that this upper portion gets in white, like this white, and the lower portion will be in white. But for that we have to deinstall that steering wheel, and not so difficult, because here under the steering wheel there are some bolts here, and on the other side as well. I think there are Allen wrench bolts on this side, and then you can detach the airbag here on the top. You can take that off, and then you can decouple that, and then there is a 10mm Allen wrench in the middle. So what you would have to do is you have to get the steering wheel really good in the middle, so that you remember to place it back in the middle and not having it off. Yeah, and that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take the steering wheel off first here. So and you have to turn first the steering wheel a little off, because on the other side this is in the way, the stocks are in the way, and then you can go from here behind, and I have a screwdriver with a Torx 27. It fits here, and then you can take that Torx 27 off. I did that already. And the same is on this one. Here is a Torx 27. And then you should be able to take this one off the airbag. Yeah, after remove the screws, it could be a Torx 25 in the Model S. It's a Torx 27, I think, with the Model X. Will we verify that once we have the steering wheel out? And then you are taking it behind the brush cover here and pull it up towards you. So let's do that. Yes, here it comes out, and now we have some wirings there. I don't know if you can see that. Here is the strip that is clipped, and we're gonna press that together, and that's what we're gonna pull out. And you see there are some little tongues here that you have to press together on both sides, and then you get the clips out. The right one is for the yellow, and the left one is, or the brown one is for the left side. There might be one also for heating, but this steering wheel has no heating, so we had to turn that off. That's why it is not connected, but you might have another one for heating. So here comes now the middle bolt. That is an Allen wrench bolt, 10mm, special tool what I had to extra buy. You set that here in the middle, and then keep it in the middle there as well, and then you turn it opposite direction to get it off. That's pretty tight. And take that Allen wrench off, or that bolt off. So here is the bolt, the last one. Comes also to the side. And now you can remove the steering wheel. Watch out, that's still straight, because that's the same way you have to put it back in. So if you are taking one of those notches wrong, then that's a complication. Yeah, that is about straight. Then you can take it off. Yeah. And the same way you can put it back on. Yeah. So that was all for the deinstallation. And this comes now to the saddler. And we are taking some changes for the leather here. And we'll be excited about that, because I'm going to show you that after this. Maybe you get already an idea. What we have here is a white seat and the steering wheel. So guess where I get the leather from?
And we have here an expert in leather and interior.
Yes.
And that project, what I made with him, is a project what I always wanted to do about my steering wheel. And that's something very unique, what you guys not have in your Tesla. So if you want to have some very unique thing in your Tesla, what nobody else has. So now we are in his shop. And in here is that piece of art, what he created for me. And I always wanted to have it this way. I did deinstall it, and I show you how to deinstall it also and how to reinstall it. And I wanted to have the white portion of the in white. My car is the seam is black and white, and then here is the black portion of that. We could not use this portion, the black portion, what was here on it either, right? No. So we had to use black and white, and it's actually, I think, this excellent work. I also wanted to have the stitching in, when you see that, let's come a little bit closer, the stitching there in black. So all black stitching, and it's really done with a detail, that black stitching. And you can have it also all the way white. You can have a white stitching, or you can have a cross stitching, means the white stitching on the black portion of that, or and the black portion on the white of that. There are all different kinds of possibilities. Or you can have the steering wheel all in white, would look excellent as well.
You could even do the steering wheel in an accent color that matches the car paint color.
Oh yes.
Not just the interior color.
So Chris does everything for you, really. And I saw some of his work, and you have some of the seats there currently being prepared, right? Mm-hmm. So, and you would do dashboards as well, or dashboards, all kinds of interior there. You actually, and if there is any upholstery to be done with the foam and so on, you probably would help that as well. Yeah. Bring it back in shape, bring it back in form. So let's see a saddler at work. So basically refoaming it would be a piece of, there's a broken seat there. This one needs to be replaced. This is that piece where there was a hole in here, right?
So this is the side bolster of a Ford van seat, and the customer came in, and this was the way it was. We had to find this material. This is an old van. I was able to locate the material, and we've got that. I bought a roll of it right here. So it's a matching material, and we're going to replace this piece, and the foam had that, so I took my foam knife right here and cut this off, getting rid of the damaged part of the foam. Then I will recreate this, and it'll take probably 2 layers of it to recreate the thickness of this. And when I put that back on there, I glue it all in place, and then I will shape and sand the foam until it comes back to this original shape, and that fixes the foam. Then I make the stitching that I've got to do to the cover to fix this, and then put it all back together.
Excellent.
So that's a typical process of a repair.
So guys, repairs is also possible here. Not only new, but also repairs. And we're looking forward for a good repair, or for excellent seats with new fresh view. And I got to you through Thomas. So Thomas is the expert in details, and Thomas only recommends really the people who have knowledge about how to do that. So Chris is here, and contact him. I will write Chris's information. It is called VIP Auto Interiors.
European auto interiors.
European Auto Interiors. You do other cars as well, right? Not,
I focus on European cars.
Yes.
Just because those materials can be hard to find and difficult.
Yeah.
But I'll work on anything.
And he found the leather as well. So I wanted to use my seat, as you can see from here. This was my seat, and I got a spare seat from Tesla to do that. But the material what was prepared in that Tesla seat was not enough. We took that out. It was not enough in order to prepare this upper part of the steering wheel. So then we said, okay, I gotta buy it. So now I have some material left here. That is the original leather material for that. And guys, if you like your white interior and if you like a white steering wheel, what I think should match to that, because my theme of my car is black and white, yin and yang. So, and this is now the final piece of art which belongs to the car for black and white, to have a black and white steering wheel. I put the contact in there, his website, his contact, how to reach Chris there, and he has done an excellent job for me, and we hope that he also can do excellent job for all other people who, or if you want to upholster your Tesla, there could be a possibility as well, because the leather after a while gets really problematic. Actually, for the 2013, 2014 Model S's, and he can use the vegan leather, or called ultra leather, and he can make it in the, as he said, in the color of the car, in any color you wish, and you can have vegan seats as you want it, instead of having the leather seats, and you can upholster and upgrade your car. And it's with reason.
You could also do just repairs, like if you had the side of the seat right here.
Yes.
And that was bad, you could do just a repair instead of doing the whole thing.
Yeah. So for example, I asked about that as well. It comes to be maybe a next project for me. So when you look at that repair, if you have a seat and you have a dirty pieces there on the seat, or you have holes in it accidentally, he could also do a portion of that repair and repair that seat with the same leather as it was, as you have, with the same leather what you had before.
That's
and
correct.
You won't see any differences.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope, looks original.
Yeah, guys, there's another project for me and with Chris, and thank you very much to Chris. Look at my description for the contact information of Chris, and Chris did a fabulous job. And if you like that channel, thumbs up and subscribe to that channel. We do more interesting things to upgrade your car and to make it really nicer. Yeah, you want to have something special, you can get something special. So now let's take care of putting that very nice Yin-Yang steering wheel back together, and you put it straight on it like you took it off on the same way, and lock it in. And these ones are really Torx 30, so which I checked it again, there's a Torx 30, and it locks down from the rear here for the airbag. Yeah, now let's do that. And okay, let's start with that. Put the steering wheel on the same position that you had before, so it locks in a straight position like you have removed. And then put the bolt in with the 10mm Allen wrench here in the middle. And then lock it down. As you remember, there's a special tool. You need a 10mm Allen wrench for this.
So lock it down with your legs and then put it tight. Good. Now you can use the airbag and put it back in place. For the left side is the maroon connector, the right side is the yellow connector. There's another connector, I think that's for the power of the steering wheel heating, but in our case we don't need it. It's not recommended because it might be that the ultra leather, the vegan leather, can't do it. So put it back in place from here, and then at the rear side put the 30-inch torque and lock it down. So let me show you the connections here in the back. So from here, I turn it. There is one, and on the other side there's the other. You tie that down both ways, and now we are good to go again. Everything is back in place. So that's a Yin-Yang steering wheel, black and white. That's the theme of the car. And if you like that, please subscribe to the channel. And I think I like that. So look it up for yourself. Really looks good. It comes in the theme of the car. So that's white here, and then here it's white here. This portion is black. Yeah, that's what I really like. And yeah, that's how I always want it. That's how we like it. Okay, see you next time. Bye bye.
I pressed and say